Well, I'm working next door today. I've got to do a cam belt and tensioner on a 3-door Cosworth that Sweep's just restored for a local car sales guy called Jay. A lovely guy, sells loads of vans and things, likes his classic cars as well. So he managed to find a Moonstone Blue 3-door Cosworth which weren't in the best of conditions, and Sweep and the boys at the body shop have completely restored the car. So yeah, and Jay just wants us to put a timing belt tensioner on it because he doesn't know how long it was on there for, and we've also reconditioned his injectors for him. So I will go next door and show you guys the car. So luckily Mickey has started the job for me and got the he's listening to Limp Bizkit. That old boy there is listening to Limp Bizkit. That one just there.
The old one.
The old one. So this is the car. Nothing wrong with it.
He's been to a jumble stand, picked the wrong jumper up.
What's wrong with this jumper? He doesn't like my drifting jumper.
He looks like he's been to an old-fashioned jumble stand. That's why he's t-shirt.
Oh, now Sweep started on me. Look, now he started. Go back getting dusty.
At the bargain basement.
So this is the car. I mean, the paint's lovely, the metalwork's shoddy, but
I couldn't believe it.
but it's easy for you to say. So the car's looking absolutely beautiful. Mickey's done all the welding repairs to it, and Nick's sorted out the filler in with Ginge, I guess, and Sweep has painted it. And it's just final fit up of it all now. We've got to put the window in, but Mickey's got to put all the front back on, so we've got to do a timing belt. Timing belt don't look bad, but it's been laid up for a fair few years, so we're going to put one on it anyway. We've already been through the injectors, so let's get her done. What I'm going to do first is time it up to make sure that all the marks are right anyway, and then get it swapped over. So these are the timing marks on a Cosy. There's these two here that point level with this mating face. There's also an arrow, a pointer on this pulley here that lines up with that sort of dot in the middle, but there's also a mark on the rotor arm. And then next to this groove here on one of the TDC or the crankshaft position sensor lugs, you just line that up with that notch there. So I've undone the bottom pulley, lined it all up. I'm going to flick the distributor cap off there and then take all the bits off and get the belt replaced. Easy. And this is the mark on the distributor cap. There's a little notch in it just there, and then the center of the rotor arm lines up with that. So if I put the rotor arm on there like that, then the center of the rotor arm's got a little dot in it that lines up with the line in the distributor, and then it's the crankshaft pulley. You can line that up so that's in the right place, just so it is as per Ford wanted it. And then of course the camshaft pulleys, the pointers line up together and they're level with that mating face. So that's the cam done with obviously Michael's help. Looks like he's going for dinner now. Yeah, thanks for that. I know how to do him now, so
I'm not going to keep showing you.
Thanks, mate.
How many years you been doing engine?
Oh, 1 or 2.
What? 2?
2
Quite
years.
Basic, yeah. Should be able to do it a bit easier than that.
Yeah, but I've done it now.
Yeah, but we ain't started it.
Oh, don't start it.
No.
Even provided him a little drop of oil. That's it then, on to another job. What you do, Michael, then? What you got in there?
I have got...
Sharing it?
You can have some.
Oh, I don't want any. I'm on a diet, ain't I?
You only eat grass and straw and trill, innit?
Yeah.
I like trill.
I like trill.
Yeah.
Who don't?
Get stuck in your throat a bit, I think.
Right, that's it. On to another job. Michael's going for lunch. I'm bailing out of his workshop. We've saved the old belt and tensioner for him. and that's it. It's all good. So not sure what I'm doing now. I'm waiting for Ray to come because we've got to flow test another set of these heads. He's had another set come down for one of the Capris, which don't know if I've explained what's going on, but he's had a few issues. I think I did on another video, so I'll try and add this video to that so it makes a bit of sense. That's what I'm talking about now. Makes no sense. Another job that we had come in earlier on in the week was actually for our friend Ray at the Rolling Road, but he was doing a car for the new owner of Thruxton Race Circuit, a Capri with a 3-litre V6 engine in it, an Essex, and he asked if we could just help him check out the cylinder heads, basically. So he had a problem with one of these special CNC cylinder heads, nothing to do with Ray. We looked at it and it had a bad repair on it. It's meant to be a brand new cylinder head. So the guy who built it, I don't know who it was, they had the head back and they turned around another head very, very fast, like within 2 days. So the service was second to none. And when the new heads turned up, Ray wasn't convinced about some of the porting. So he asked if we could do some tests on it. So we used my flow bench and basically calipers to measure the ports, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't very good, and I've saved the data just to show you what I found. So bearing in mind these are for CNC cylinder heads, so they should be absolutely identical, and get this right, the blue line here is the inlet port from the first head that we checked. No, yes, the first head, and the green one is the exhaust port for the first head. The second head that come through, the exhaust port was actually bigger, and it had lost some shape on one side of the throat of the port, and this is the exhaust port. So it lost flow basically from around 75 thou all the way up. It had just lost a lot of flow. I mean, we're talking sort of 10 CFM down here, which is quite a lot. It's probably 10% of its flow range. The second cylinder head actually flowed a bit better at 250 thou around there, but then it's pretty much line on line, so the CNCing on that was pretty accurate, but the exhaust port just meant that basically the porting didn't work, or something went quite wrong there. So Ray's taken them away, and I think he's speaking to the customer and the other engine guy to try and sort that out. Hopefully they'll sort that out, and yeah, they can move forward with that with a bit of luck. And also I've had this MGB engine come in, which I'm filming, and there's a slight issue with the cylinder head there. So I'll talk about that in the upcoming MGB video, so look out for that. I've got a few sets of injectors to do, and one set is for a subscriber to the channel who wants to see his videos being filmed. They're off a GXR 750, and there's two sets, and he's put top and bottom on them. If I turn the camera around, I'll show you. So these are he said they've not been run for years and they're looking a bit worse for wear. So I think, are they the same length? Yeah, I should get away with running them together. Same O-ring at the top. So what I'm going to do is run them up first before I take the filters out, see what they're flowing like, see if there's any not working, and then go through the cleaning process, refilter them, replace any O-rings that need replacing, and then just sort them out for him. I've also got these Mazda MX-5 injectors. There's 3 sets here. My customer has very kindly marked them for me, so I know how they come out of the car. But we're going to batch them into 3 batches, all the worst, all the middle, and all the best. They're for a race car. And then I've had this set of injectors come in, which I don't know who's done this, but someone has squoze a copper washer on the end of these injectors to keep the O-ring on. And what's happened is 2 of them have lost the copper washer, which has caused the copper washer to go in the engine and cause a little bit of valve damage. So what we've got to do is recondition them, new O-rings if they need them, new filters if they need them, and replace the copper washers, which is the wrong thing, for these proper little plastic retaining clips. And that's a set of GDI injectors that I've already done this morning. And then the other thing is, we've been doing some big spending today, and we've been and bought a new tripod for my cameras, because I broke my last one. So everything we've been doing so far, we've been I've been propping it up on blocks or stuff like that, and yeah, it's been a bit dodgy. So we had to go and get a new printer for the office, because the printer that we've got in this room just seems to always eat ink, and then it always seems to be doing a clean or a reboot. It's just a nightmare. So I've been and bought more ink for this printer as well, which is down there, a HP one. But I just don't think it's a very good printer, because like I say, it's always doing maintenance and stuff. So at home I've got a printer made by brother, and that gives me no problems at all. So for the office over there, we've been and bought a brother printer. So while I was there, I bought my new tripod. Right, I'm going to get on with these injectors. I'm doing the green set first with the copper washers on the bottom, so I'm not going to film them. I'm just going to film John's motorbike injectors on this video. The first thing that I'm doing on the motorbike injectors is just cleaning the bodies. They're absolutely smothered in dirt and debris. They're actually cleaning them quite quick. They was very dirty not long ago. So I'm going to clean the bodies up first, and then I'm going to take the filters out of them and then run them through the machine, and then ultrasonically clean them while they're being fired at the same time. So we've had an extra set of injectors appear, well, 2 sets actually. This set is for an engine that we're building, so we're coming right to the end of it. It's for a 2 litre double overhead cam 8 valve Ford engine going in a kit car. It's turbocharged, and he left the injectors for us to test, and I'm pleased we did, because as you can see, this number 1 injector spray pattern is not great at all. So what I'll do is we'll do a flow test on it, and I'll show you the next set of injectors that's turned up for me to do today, while that's filling the test tubes up. So the other set of injectors I've had to do is for one of the local car sales guys. The body shop next door is restoring a 3-door Cosworth for him. So he's asked us if we can go through the injectors, check that they're good, and then also do a cam belt on it. So these are the injectors. I'm going to film this on this injector video, and I will film the cam belt being done on a separate video. So we're coming to the end of this test, and as you can see, that one with the bad spray pattern is actually not flowing too great either. These ones are doing 55, and this one's doing sort of 49. So I'm going to record the data from that, put these, take the filters out, put them through the ultrasonic, and get them sorted. Right, and the other ones, the injectors that I'm actually working on, John's motorbike injectors, I was cleaning the bodies off, and these are all clean now, and as you can see, the difference is awesome. They've gone from being manky old injectors to looking brand new. So next process I'm going to do is take the filters out, do a flow test on them, and then ultrasonic them again, but in clean ultrasonic fluid, not this stuff, because that's it's probably not ideal now. That's probably not going to clean too good. But before I do that, I will run up the Cosy injector bodies as well, because as you can see, these are pretty dirty on the outside, so I might as well just make sure they're all good as well by putting them in the ultrasonic. So today my machine is absolutely flat out, which is good. We like the machines to be busy. Oops. Oh, that's firing that, of course. Take these off there. So we're going to give them a clean, take these out, I'm going to defilter them and then give them a clean, but actually running in the ultrasonic with fresh fluid. Got myself a bit confused with everything then. What are you doing, Sam?
I am, after how many years have you owned this machine?
3.
30.
No.
You've had it more than 3 years.
I haven't. I bought it in lockdown.
No, you couldn't have done. Finally servicing it. Changing all the fluids.
Yeah.
That's the filter will come out of it.
Yeah, best change that. Oh, hold up. Let me just zoom in on that. Oh, it needs it.
Yeah, that means you've got to buy more fluid though.
Yeah, I know. I'll speak to Tony about that, or Laura. They'll hook us up.
I haven't found any change in it yet.
If you do, it's mine.
Nope.
Well, thank you.
That's okay.
So John's injectors are nice and clean on the bodies. I've put them into the machine. Although these injectors look longer, they're not actually. The body's the same, it's just these have got like an extension piece on the needle. So I've done a leakage test and they've all passed that. So what I'm doing now is just a flow test to see what they're like, and to prime the injectors. And as you can see, these 4 are more of a direct spray. All 8 of them are a V split pattern, and these ones are misting. So let's see what they flow. So I'm putting all 8 into the rack. Okay, so I've just had to change my battery, but it's all good now. So what I'm going to do is I'm loading these injectors into the rack, and we're going to do a flow test to see what they will flow in before cleaning. So we're going to run a 30-second test. And the injectors on the right hand side, they flow quite a lot more than the ones on the left. So the ones on the left are actually pretty good, but the ones on the right hand side, the flow rate is quite bad on that. So I'm opening these clean up. We've got 111, 107, 108 and 106. So with a bit of luck we'll sort them out in the cleaner. And here we've got sort of 53, 53, 54, 54. So we're going to take them out, I'm going to run them through the ultrasonic and then retest them. And there we go, that's all John's injectors. I've cleaned them twice, now flow tested them again, and they're all pretty good now. So they're doing 110, 112, 112. These are the ones that had the problem before. And these the smaller ones, they're doing 55, 54, 54, 54. So cleaning them has helped them no end. All I've got to do now is parcel them back up and send them back to John. On to another job. What do you think, Sparky?
It's looking good, bruv.
Monday morning, and My question is, what happens when you try and remove a broken exhaust stud out of a cylinder head with a Torx bit? Well, that happens. You break the Torx bit off in the stud. It's too hard to drill because the Torx bit is rock hard, and yeah, instead of just taking your time and trying to work out how to do it properly, my customers drilled a small hole into the block, into the stud, tapped in a Torx to try and get it to undo, put some pressure on it and snap the Torx off. So what could have been relatively an easy fix is now a nightmare, but I'm going to show you how I get them out, because a drill bit won't really touch it. You can't really weld it because even that is pretty much impossible. So I'm going to try and burn through it with a bit of carbide. So I've got a rough carbide burr, and what I'm going to do is in the middle just try and work the burr around like that until I've got the Torx bit out. What might happen is I might damage the original thread, so I might have to either insert it or even make like a big cert up, but the first bit is to try and get it out. So let's try and do it. I'll get you on time lapse first and I'll just speed it up once it's done. So I've got my glasses on because I can't see and I don't want to get any of this in my eye. So after an hour I've started to actually get through the stud now. There's still a little bit of Torx bit left in there, but I'm getting there. I've not actually damaged the aluminium much, that was already like that round there, so I'm quite happy about that, but we'll keep on working away at it. So I've managed to get the Torx out, and I've also drilled 2 holes in there to get me to a certain size. I'm trying to find the aluminium of the cylinder head, because where my customers had a go at it and made a bit of a mess, I've got no template. So as soon as I touch the aluminium one side, I can then flick the rest of the stud out and know where I'm at. So okay, so I'm drilling the aluminium on this side, so the stud is more that side. So what I've got actually is I've made my own chisel, which is really good for getting behind the stud. So I'm going to go and get that, and we'll try and hopefully free it off a little bit. So what I'm doing now is just trying to get all of the thread out. I don't want to leave any of the stud in there. I need to get it to all break out, because the when I come to drill it to put the new thread in, if there's any steel left in there, it will machine out the aluminium more so than the than taking the old bit of thread out. So we're just gonna try and ease this out. Oh, unfortunately that is stainless steel, so that explains why this won't actually magnetise out. That's also why it's very difficult to try and drill that. So I'm hoping that bit blows out actually. Oh, there we go. There's still a little bit left in the bottom. So there's the first bit that's come out. And there's still a bit stuck all on the side there, so I need to get that to move. Try it with a drill. I don't think the drill's going to do anything. No, it's just trying to pull it off centre. There we go. There's actually still a tiny bit more in the bottom of that, which probably wouldn't affect the stud that we'll put in, but I want it out. Come this far, no point leaving any in. The Torx bit left in it. And that's it, we're completely out now, and you can still see parts of the thread, which is nice because that means I haven't gone too mental with the grinder. There's still threads all the way down this part here. You can just about see threads down there too, but not this side. This side has gone onto the aluminium, so we're going to put an insert in there. So it's an M8 by 1.25. I'm going to fit an insert into it, which is one of these. So I'm going to bore down here first, put a step on for this step to sit on, thread it, and then form the last few threads. So basically this will screw in and the last few threads aren't formed. You put a forming tool down, and then basically as it goes down it squeezes the insert out like that, which locks it in. So this is the forming tool to put the edge on, the square, for the insert to sit against. I think it's probably due to be replaced. And it's got a double step on it, so basically as soon as you see it starting to cut this top step, that's when you stop. That knows that that part there is deep enough. It's important when you tap in to just work it backwards slightly as well, because what that does is it just cleans the tap. So you go a full turn and then back a bit. So the last thing I'm going to do is, if you look, this here is the forming tool and it's all square edged. So we need to keep it really well lubricated. Oops. And then just screw the insert on. I'm just using a tap wrench, wind it down. And then as it sits on the step, just slow it down, let the actual forming tool do its job. It's going to keep trying to twist it in, and now it's starting to just form them bottom few threads. And then as soon as it goes loose, like that, we know that that insert's now formed and locked in. And there we go. Job well done. So I'm going to clean this up, just blow it out, and then ring my customer and send him an invoice for that, let him know that it's done. It's not going to be the friendliest of invoice, that one, but I've been on it for about 4 hours trying to work that out. But there we go. All good, and we're on to the next one. So we've come down to Thruxton today to Rolling Road, Johnny's Formula 2, which is absolutely stunning. This is his RCE Formula 2. We've done the engine for it a little while ago. So we're going to Rolling Road that, make sure it's fueling right and everything. And then this is Johnny's car, which is completely gone through in the close of season. Gone for a mean green colour. And then while they've been waiting for me to get here, they've already done Ryan's car, which is going out exactly as it Went out last year. Literally. Ryan's done nothing apart from his engine, gearbox and an axle rebuild. But it's done very well on the rolling road. It's got good numbers, so that's all good. I had a slight issue with his ECU where the ECU isn't reading completely right, but they've put Johnny's ECU in it. We've saved the file, so once we've had Ryan's ECU fixed, we can just drop the file into it. So we'll film Johnny's car on there, and we'll film Johnny's Formula 2 as well, so you can see what's going on with that. But yeah, it's a Friday today and it's a day at the rollers. So we've got Johnny's car on the rollers, but we've got an issue at the minute where it's too low and it's bottoming out, so we're going to try and get the rear suspension higher to give us some clearance on the rollers. I don't know, I reckon I'd fit in that better than him.
You've probably got more B cells than him as well. You're not super enough to have a going one.
Exactly.
Where's first gear?
Second.
You don't need that in second gear, you just need any gear to get out, you know.
Is it tight in there, Sam?
Yeah.
You need to stop getting for Deliveroo.
Are you going up and down the road then, innit?
It's really tight now.
Yes, you are, go on.
I think you should.
I think you should go down the 339.
Which roundabout? On the new green back?
Yeah.
Should get to the Shell garage, I reckon.
I don't know if that's the gear or not.
If he pranks it, I'm not paying for it.
I don't go for it.
Oh, it looks sick.
Can't see.
Stop crying. What are you crying for?
Can't see.
All the stones and stuff.
Let's reverse.
Where first then? Press the full column and round it first. Or what would be first? That's where I want it.
What do you reckon, Sam?
I think it's the water coming off the bonnet. my eyes, I'm soaked.
Brilliant.
This evening, I think.
So the Formula 2's done, Ryan's car's done, Johnny's car's now bed in, and they are just changing the oil on it. We've got a little bit of light flickering from Ray's fluorescence actually, so I'm probably not going to go in there too much. I'm using a new camera and I haven't changed the settings yet.
Hello.
Oh, hello. And yeah, something pretty scary's just happened actually. I was on the phone in my van talking to a friend while they was just doing some power runs and getting some fuel figures on Johnny's car, and Sam spotted the battery. The battery had a tiny little puff of smoke come from it. So Sam quickly said switch the car off, and all of a sudden, within a blink of an eye, the whole battery just went up in flames. Lithium-ion battery, race battery, and the door come open. I put the phone down quick to my mate, ran in here. We've had to rip the car off the rollers and then absolutely smother the car in fire extinguisher while Johnny cuts the battery out. So if I turn the camera back round and put my torch on, I mean, he's very lucky because the actual car hasn't actually had any damage from the battery. That's the fire extinguisher and water, because we just, as we was trying to cut it off, just smothered the back end of the truck in the fire extinguisher and water. And yeah, I mean, what was scary is the first two fire extinguishers we put on it was powder fire extinguishers, and they did nothing. It weren't even sort of quenching the fire. And this is the battery, and it's still smoking. It's still on fire. If the torch is picking it up, I can feel the heat from it, and you can see across the top's completely blown out of that. So we've evacuated the building. We've put the battery in the middle of the yard with the fire extinguisher near it, and yeah, that is fire stops play basically. So yeah, the fire stopped us finishing Johnny's truck. So what we're going to do is, it's quite late now, so them boys are going to have some food, and then Johnny's heading back to Buxton. We're leaving the pickup down with us, and we're going to get a battery and finish the rolling road off, and then he's coming back to catch it in a few days. And the other scary thing is Ray works here really late by himself a lot of the time, and if he was by himself then, he wouldn't have got out. He wouldn't have got out of here. He definitely wouldn't have got the car out of here. Luckily there was 4 of us to just manhandle everything out, drag it out. So what an absolute nightmare finish to what was being a good day. But yeah, luckily car's not hurt, workshop's not hurt, and more importantly, no one's got hurt. And we'll carry on. We'll carry on in a couple of days. So Ray's fixed Johnny's car with the battery. So he's got a new battery in there now, and we've just come down to finish the tuning of it. But the prop's got quite a bad vibration. So Sam's going to go back and grab the prop off my truck to see if we can get rid of the vibration. And we've also spotted a couple of wiring problems, and I'll show you the battery that blew up. So that is the lithium battery which blew itself apart when we was here last. And yeah, he's got a couple of wires wrong on the car as well, so we're just putting those right. But be another one done hopefully soon. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next one, and take care. See you later. Ta-ra.